Hey my guys and goddesses, welcome to Cherry Reeves Ghetto as Tarot. We say we won't be disrespectful. Of course I have to switch it up a little bit so that y'all can kind of see the difference between each reading. Okay, so I'm getting this thing. Somebody wanted, okay, because I felt this aching in my ankle. So you could be dealing with Aquarius. Alright, and then I felt aching with my arm, and maybe dealing with Gemini. So it could be an Aquarius. It's going back and forth with a Gemini energy. Alright. This could be surrounding property, land, or something like that. But this is what I'm getting out this situation, okay? I'm getting this thing where somebody is making a rational decision surrounding something because of something that someone said, something surrounding the past. All right, you could be dealing with a Libra, you could be dealing with a Scorpio energy. All right, so if this is something surrounding an estate, somebody is making a clear judgment call surrounding something because of something that was said in the past. It wouldn't even be safe for whoever this is. So this could be something a Gemini masculine is communicating to an Aquarius masculine, because maybe this Aquarius masculine feels entitled to something because of the association. However, okay, if you said some ruthless shit to somebody, it's kind of like talking shit, saying the worst of the worst of somebody, about somebody in a different hood, right? Because it don't matter what state, hood, whatever, okay? People are people. Shit gonna be how it gonna be. It's like saying the worst of the worst about somebody and expecting them not to address you about that in some form or fashion, depending on the degree of something, right? So if you said the worst of the worst about somebody and you never saw them face to face, you never interacted with that person or anything like that, if they have the power to keep their hands clean, even if it means kicking in your motherfucking door and having you gunned down, okay, face to the floor, all right, and stripping you to your motherfucking drawers and tying you to the railroad track, all right. I mean, based on what you said, you need to be aware of what you're fighting for. And I feel like I'm talking to this masculine Aquarius, all right, surrounding someone's estate, all right. Trying to make this reading short, okay. But I really got this thing where somebody is hell bent on being right about something, but they're not being level headed, okay. Maybe they have this demeanor of being untouchable. All right, but this the thing, when you enter in somebody, anybody can vouch for this shit. All right, it don't matter who you ask, anybody around the world, from the hood, if you from the block, if you from the project, any ghetto, any slum, any gutter, it doesn't fucking matter. If you said the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst about somebody, I don't give a fuck if it's about some kids, because I feel like somebody couldn't see that at first because somebody kept cloaking their energy behind everybody else's fucking shit. All right, so that could be talking about somebody who is in the industry. All I'm saying is whatever decision that this Gemini masculine is making is rational, because based off something that was said. Maybe somebody's thinking about the safety of other people. Maybe they're thinking about this person's safety. Whoever, if I'm talking to Aquarius, maybe they're thinking about your safety in the situation. Maybe you don't see that right now. Okay, maybe you will eventually will, because it doesn't matter how many. Let's just say you're a person who have a lot of guns and you talk about that shit. You think if you talk about it, people ain't gonna be prepared for your ass? You think if you talk, let's just say somebody went you went as far as talking about something surrounding kids, all right, or somebody kids, all right. If you don't know how to back your shit up in some form of fashion surrounding something, okay, don't be surprised if this person put you in a position where it involves you having to have somebody pick you up off with a stretcher. You understand what I'm saying? Or you talk about you do this, you do that. Don't be surprised if you be put in situations, if a motherfucker when you get robbed, you take from somebody, you strip them from their energy, you always deplete them for their money. Don't be surprised if somebody don't want to rob you. Don't be surprised if you get to talk about their kids. Don't be surprised somebody want to slap the fuck out you as if you need to deserve that spanking like a child. You know what I'm saying? Because you got disrespectful. Don't be surprised. And I may not feel like I'm just talking to just one person. This could go for anybody. You can't just go off thinking that you can say and do what you want surrounding anybody, and you think you can't. You might have strength of a 10 man when it come down to certain type of people, but when it come down to certain topics, you may not have the same type of strength for that. Okay? And then you got some who got strength for all of that shit. Alright? And that's just that on that. Pick and choose your battles. It doesn't matter how angry you are. It doesn't matter what you feel entitled to. It doesn't matter what the situation is. If you ran your motherfucking mouth too hard about something and you don't know who your hidden enemies are, you could easily get fucked up. And if somebody's trying to look out for you surrounding something, take heed to that. Don't get mad. Don't get entitled. Don't feel like because you've been doing something for X amount of years or you've been around for X amount of years, you feel entitled to something. Okay? Some people deserve what they got because of the hardship. You may not know what their hardships are, but just know they went through some shit. Whether it's based off something you said and somebody, it was one person out that crowd took heed to that and spread it across everybody. So you don't know if you put somebody through some hard shit based off something you said. And you can't, and just because it wasn't loud enough for you to hear it, hear your own echo surrounding something, that don't mean it didn't catch somebody's ear surrounding something. So don't think that when you say shit about a person or you spread rumors about a person, you think that you just get to go off scot-free. Because somebody had to outlive shit, had to go through shit, I'm talking about experience some shit based off some bullshit you said out of your anger. And because it wasn't broadcast enough, it wasn't on a megaphone, you didn't get paid for it, or you didn't get paid enough for it, or you didn't get the recognition that you thought you was going to get from doing it, that does not mean that somebody didn't have to go through some bullshit based off some bullshit you said. So you can't expect somebody to just let that shit go. It doesn't matter how long it's been. It could be 30 years, 20 years, 10 years, 8 years. It don't fucking matter. You said some shit. Somebody had to go through some shit because of it. And now you think that shit just gonna slide. Let's pray. Holy Spirit, ancestor, my highest light, thank you, thank you, thank you. As we go into gods and goddesses energy, I ask that you block all psychic attack, all evil eye, return it back to center, transmuted bliss and bliss. Please give us a clear message that we need to sign. Put a strong hedge of protection around this energy. Thank you, my Orishas. Thank you, my archangels. Thank you, my deceased loved ones and my ancestor, my highest light. And thank you, Holy Spirit. Ashe and amen. Queen of Swords. Okay. Yeah, they lost their independence surrounding something. Okay? Or somebody want to take that from someone? Yeah. Somebody lost their independence due to lies. Okay? Somebody ain't fucking with somebody due to the lies that they spread about somebody. And you be a Queen of Swords, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Jupiter, 12th house, North Node. It don't matter. It don't matter. Wherever the shoe fit. You could be just a talking motherfucker who like to gossip all the damn time. And it may be facts, but then sometimes people like they over-exaggerate some shit. Or overshare. Even to random people. Right? Yeah. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be a masculine. Gossiping like a bitch. I don't know. Alright? Okay? But we got the Death in reverse, Scorpionic energy, okay, where something was going to be transformed for somebody, okay. So whatever somebody did to that, like I said, it could be feminine, masculine energy, gossiping like a bitch. They lost their independence when they started spreading rumors surrounding how to transform somebody's reality. Could have been dealing with a Scorpio. All right. They're not going to get the 10 of Pentacles surrounding something. Yeah. To weaken somebody. Yeah, somebody abused their power. Or somebody was planning to abuse their power surrounding somebody. Like I heard, somebody could just gun you down real quick. You can't just go around spreading rumors. It don't matter what area in life you in. You could be a rapper. You could be just a regular smuggler around here. You know what I'm saying? You could be just a person that just be in the hood. You could be a person who just, you do something in comedy. You could be a person who do something. It don't matter. Anybody can get got. Yeah. We got the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay. Yeah. By them doing something, something wasn't going to work in their favor. Okay. Yeah. Hierophant, Taurus, Sagittarius energy. So they may have that in their chart too. Heavily aspect, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, 12th house, Jupiter. Yeah. They're not going to get it. Okay. So maybe somebody thought that they could outsmart a situation. All right, but somebody had plans for their ass. Soon as I heard touchdown. Soon as they touchdown, yeah, Lover's energy in reverse. It would have been a bad fucking choice. Cause somebody said something about some kids. It's really giving like somebody might have made a bad decision and said something like somebody grown doing something towards some kids. Yeah. When that wasn't true, nothing, nobody hurt kids. That was injustice. Somebody just wanted to not lay something to rest, or they're not going to lay something to rest. It was going to make sure somebody don't have a new beginning. Yeah. Yeah, you got King of Swords in reverse. Who lost a lot behind that. Okay? Another thing I'm getting, all right, there is a Queen of Swords that wants to prevent somebody from working with someone due to a lie, to transform a situation, to weaken somebody and start shit. Okay? Yeah, they made a bad decision. This could be something in my neighborhoods. They made a bad decision to bring up something surrounding kids pertaining to a King of Swords in reverse. Or to a King of Swords in reverse. Because something didn't have nothing to do with them. They stalking somebody. They could be a Scorpio. Yeah, you could be dealing with a Virgo. Or Gemini energy. Yeah, somebody lied. Either lied to a Gemini or Virgo, or about a Gemini or Virgo. Somebody just sticking their nose in somebody else's damn business. All right? Yeah, but what else we got for this Ace of Swords in reverse? Okay? Somebody just want to hate. Yeah, somebody couldn't see something correctly. Okay? Or somebody won't see something coming, or they can't see at all. Maybe they overindulge, they drink, they think what they're listening to is what's going on around them or something. But this is something that has nothing to do with someone. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, something is from afar, from a distance. You see how you're looking out in the horizon? Yeah. Yeah. Through careful planning, goal project, and your dreams will be realized. A new business idea or is assured. Anticipating obstacles and visualize how you will overcome them long before they appear. Develop context. Your exceptional leadership skills will be needed. Others consider you a visionary. Carefully weigh the risk. Yeah. So something is going to happen regardless. They just won't be a part of it. Right. Okay. Let's go. Death in reverse. All right. Yeah. Something surrounding, let's go back to the original topic. Okay. Something surrounding that was transformed for somebody in the past, or something that happened. All right. All right. Somebody wasn't burdening kids. Yeah. There's a Queen of Cups that's in someone's love like real hard. They not, whatever they wishing, that's not what it is. I really feel like somebody think I want somebody in this neighborhood. Like, let me, just side note, somebody think I'm trying to get with somebody in my neighborhood. No, that ain't the case. I'm actually dealing with somebody else. Maybe somebody think I'm trying to deal with an Aquarius. No, it's a Gemini, baby. And he don't play about me. Okay? So let's not talk about that. Somebody need to leave that alone. Okay? Yeah. I don't know why first it starts off as an assumption, and then they just take it, they start ice skating with something. That shit never was, or never. It never was. It wasn't about to, or it wasn't that. It wasn't that, or about to, fin to, none of that. It was none of that. Yeah. Damn, this shit is fucking me up. Whatever this shit is. This is so annoying to deal with. You can't get shit done with lazy people who like to talk all day. And I say what I said. But in other news, because I'm really getting irritated as fuck about this shit. Okay? Because I really could take this somewhere else with it. I really can. And what take place in my yard and what I got going on, it could be just in my yard and what I got going on. Can nobody make no money? How about that? And they ain't gonna be stuck mad at me. Everybody gonna be having a good time while you sit up and gossip all fucking day. Now, back to what I was saying, right? Yeah, whatever that took place around what somebody was trying to do, all right, there is a king of swords, all right? They feel like, Gemini and Aquarius, they feel like somebody is cloaking their independence. Like they cloaking their identity, or somebody's trying to cloak. There's a queen of swords, or there's somebody who keeps trying to put another person in someone's place around something. And they're basically saying, like, you need to look a little deeper or something. Okay? Because whatever you doing, you can't see me or something. What's wrong? Yeah. I don't have to be standing right there. I'm watching. That's another thing I'm looking at. And they're saying stop burdening this child. Alright? And another thing, there's a king of swords that's looking at something, and they're like, I can't believe they looked into something and realized that somebody was just in the way of every fucking thing, so nothing could be done, because somebody was trying to create shit that wasn't even there. Sagittarius energy. Strength in reverse. We got this Leo energy. Yeah. Maybe there's a Leo that's like, I don't want no parts of that. That shit foolish. I agree. Yeah. 9 of Cups. Okay? Yeah, that was a wish that they made. They wish somebody had just pay attention, leave somebody alone, or mind their business, or be productive or mind your business. That's what it gave. Because it's really giving, like, man, folks trying to be self-made millionaires or self-made thousandaires, self-made billionaires over here, and you stuck on he say, she say shit. Some broke ass shit. Nobody gives a fuck about it. What's the point of spending money if you can't make it back? What's the point of going to work if you don't have no cash flow somewhere? What's the point? This ain't getting me no fucking where. So why are we talking about that? That's where I'm at with it, honestly. And I don't think I'm alone in that shit. The 5 of Swords in reverse. It's almost like everybody let the shit go, but somebody just want to hold on to some bullshit. Like, maybe somebody like you the only person I know when it comes down to activity and something exciting, and somebody like, but you're not the only person I know when it comes down to excitement. So let's not keep talking about that shit, because it's no shade or anything. It's just, and if you want to take it as shade, that's what it is. But at the same time though, that's a little inconsiderate, because then it's pissing everybody off, which is gonna cause a whole lot of rain. Nobody gets to go to work, but it'd be plants growing around this bitch though. So if you did not know, you were holding everybody up this stupid shit. Okay? Yeah. 5 of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Somebody that was stuck in the past. But something was surrounding the past. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Somebody was just trying to be mindful of how to go about something to prevent judgment being called. Somebody need to avoid, because somebody wants revenge. So somebody need to avoid some form of tower. All right. Somebody could be jealous of somebody because they're attractive, because that's what it said, attractive, prone to jealousy, mood swings. Somebody jealous of somebody because they're attractive and they want to keep a cycle going, but at the same time they throwing everything off balance. Okay, because there's people out here really sad out here and confused about what the fuck going on because somebody keep shooting magic to confuse the fuck, because they're confused. And their intuition is blind. All right, something surrounding Emperor in reverse, a King of Cups in reverse. All right, that's not heartbroken about something. Okay, when it comes down to someone's work, or when it comes down to their work. All right, and they feel like they feel like there has been no signs of improvement surrounding somebody. All right, yeah. They feel like somebody being childish because they're not owning up to what they did. They put somebody in a position to consistently defend themselves, which had everybody going in a downward spiral. All right, due to immaturity for success. Okay, so even if it means let's just say somebody try to get someone estates surrounding something. Okay, let's just say it's a masculine trying to argue with another masculine about his estate, possibly that was passed down from a family member or something like that, right? They could be a close friend of each other, right? There's somebody on the outside that's like, you could pass it to that motherfucker if you want to, but he better remember what the fuck he said, because I'm gonna bring that shit to him, and I'm gonna make sure it's really giving home. Y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? I'm gonna just say Pop Smoke, all right? It's really giving that, okay? So this King of Swords, possibly a Gemini energy, okay? Because it's right next to this lover. All right? It's telling somebody, possibly a Hierophant, or a friend, or somebody they know close to them, or whatever this is. Emperor or King of Cups in reverse. Who else? Yeah, Emperor reverse and a King of Cups reverse. They might be like, no, that wouldn't be a good idea to try to even manipulate that situation at all, okay? Because they watching everything we doing, and it's clear, okay? So you're gonna take a financial risk by playing that game, all right? Because they still didn't get the justice they really wanted out of you from doing that or surrounding something, okay? It's almost like one beef got cleared up, something got resolved, and now somebody friends or somebody close to someone is trying to amplify another situation, not realizing they have problems of their own that they can't see, right? It's almost like it reminds me of the last reading where somebody's so hell bent on watching one person, they don't see that they got motherfuckers after them or something like that. That's kind of like on the Boondocks when Granddad went on a date with the girl, and the Huey and the little one, they was trying to try to tell Granddad signs of a hoe or something like that. But Granddad would just so happen to have a bad bitch somewhere, right? That he didn't mind spending that money, right? And she will make, in some cases, she would make a big deal out of nothing surrounding what Granddad had going on. All right, only to find out, and Granddad was stressing about the shit. Only to find out at the end that she had a pimp thing slick back looking for her ass, right? That's what it gave. It's not that scenario in general. It's almost like people were trying to find one problem. People on the outside trying to find one problem in a person surrounding whatever somebody has going on to find out. Even the person was trying to find a problem in one person that was very giving, was just happy to have something, happy to do something, happy just good at something that they're that to even have the kind of heart they had, like, even went against some things just to make sure something was taken care of, on to find out that whether it's the churn or whether it's the person that they doing it for, like, they had problems of their own. Like, it's almost like someone don't know. It's like somebody don't know that somebody's after them. That's what I got. Right? They so tunnel vision on their target surrounding what the problem with whatever problem they want with somebody, or the worst that they want for somebody, that they ain't know that they had somebody looking for their ass type shit. Or somebody don't like them, or that they wouldn't expect didn't like them. And this is the crazy part about the industry. They don't have to know you. They don't have to know you. They don't got to know what your favorite food is. They don't give a fuck about what your favorite color is. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. They don't have to. They can just dislike your ass for no reason. They don't lie. Because this Queen of Swords is successful. I know exactly what I'm talking about. They could just dislike you for no fucking reason. They don't need a reason. They don't need a reason to dislike you. Okay? But if you give them a reason to, they gon' rock it till the wheels fall off. Because this Empress is not in devil energy. Okay? Yeah. Surrounding the past. Somebody not even stuck in the past. It's more so like whenever you gain new following, or you have newcomers coming in, sometimes you have to repeat some stories so they can kind of get caught up on why you are the way that you are. Right? But somebody want to get famous off of dumbass shit. Yeah. Yeah. So, somebody thinks somebody... What? Somebody thinks somebody wants somebody who's has emotional problems and can't commit, no discipline, angers easily, brass, cocky attitude, appears successful but is an act, keeps dark secrets, can be extremely cruel and abusive, promises a relationship but will leave after they get what they want, charming and superficial. Somebody can't be serious. This shit make my damn chest hurt. A little bit. Okay? Yeah, disgusting. Yeah. Somebody who never changed. Or never will. Somebody not gonna be burdened with that shit. Hell no. Yeah, they ain't gonna get me no fucking where. No, hell no. Somebody got other shit going on. Yeah. Somebody not being deceptive, but let me just tell you this. In the industry, because I'm getting off topic. In the industry, alright, they don't have to know you. Okay? They don't have to know you, dislike you. And notice, I ain't even have to say the whole damn sentence. They don't have to know you. You just have to keep working. Alright? Yeah. Alright, so I'm getting two energies. Alright? There's a King of Swords. Alright? It's considered a bad choice. Okay? Because it's not... It's think about it. Lovers is Gemini energy. King of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That could be anybody. But whatever this is, that's not what somebody's going for. Okay? Yeah. Somebody wants something grown. Okay? Wishing won't make it happen. Alright? Yeah. This King of Pentacles in reverse, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, just want to see a Queen of Swords sad. Okay, but somebody don't give a fuck about that shit. Okay, somebody still have the Two of Cups. It's still gonna be successful. Somebody just want to start shit. Okay, because they just don't want to see somebody happy. So this is somebody dealt with in the past or something. They just want to put another nigga in somebody else's place surrounding something. And it's like, no, stop doing that shit. Okay, stop. All right, somebody's not in devil energy surrounding the past. Somebody don't give a fuck about it. Okay, it's no shade. It's just when it comes to, if it's not conducive to what I got going on, like for instance, I have expensive taste. The type of man I like now, okay, I always like, all right, but for some reason, that Knight of Wands in reverse, okay, seems to happen. All right, I have expensive taste. Men don't like, this bid out there, they don't like women who like expensive taste, because that means they got to work hard and they got to spend more money. But when you talk about ways to make more money, they don't want to do that. They don't want to put in the work for that. So when somebody get to talk about different ways to make more money, then they come up with all these excuses on why they shouldn't work that hard. But then when they see you with a stack this big, a rack that wide, you holding money like this, all of a sudden they want a piece of it. It's kind of like the little red hen. Everybody want a piece of the bread, but nobody want to help bake it. So it's one of them situations that you have no more excuses now. Somebody open their arms up and say, hey, let's do this, let's do that, and then you turn around and you come up with another sorry ass excuse like the first time, and you wonder why some shit keep going well for one person but shit ain't going well for you. It's because of these same sorry ass excuses that you made the first fucking time. You don't have a mind of your own. You can't seem to think on your own. But when somebody get to buying somebody Tom Ford and shit, buying YSL and shit, buying Coach bags and shit, you want a piece of it. You want that. You want to be spoiled, but you don't want to work for the shit. And then you want to be like, well, I want a top-notch bitch. Well, let me tell you something about a top-notch bitch. You want to be seen with the baddest bitch around? Let me tell you something. Baddest bitches around, it don't matter if they're a bad bitch, bad chick, bad whatever. Okay? Even if you don't like them bad, they could just act bad. It don't fucking matter. None of them are cheap. None of them. Now, there's not a woman on site that got class that's cheap. Now, you can continue on with the bust down Bettys all you fuck you want, but I'm going to continue working on this way, okay? You can choose to work with me or against me, but let me tell you something. Don't get to talking about you owe me this when you put in no work, and all you did was make excuses. Excuses are free. Okay? Anybody can make them. They like belly buttons. Everybody have them. And that's just one energy. Now, the other energy I'm getting, all right, is more so of you can't fight for somebody's estate surrounding any damn thing, and you know you done said some fucked up shit about somebody. You coming on their territory. That's no man's land. You going to unknown territory trying to claim some shit that first of all didn't even belong to you in the first fucking place. Somebody make a rash decision. They make it not crash, but they make a conscious decision to think about the safety of everybody, even if it means your kids surrounding a situation. Why would you put your kids, your family surrounding something? You just want the money, possibly want to sell it, because that's what most people do when they want something that they know they can't keep. The most ignorant shit black people could ever do is have some land and you don't utilize what the fuck you have. Instead, you go sell it for half, not even half of its actual value surrounding any fucking thing. And then you leave everybody around you pissed the fuck off, because even the person that's buying it from you know that whatever you have worth way more. It's called wealth, meaning you can make money on top of money, on top of money, on top of money with that. Because let me tell you something about land. Once it's gone, there ain't no more. Y'all doing something that doesn't even fucking exist. And yes, I'm talking about money, because it's worthless. Land, priceless. Gold, priceless. Silver, priceless. Things like that, all priceless. They worth something when you go other places. But what black people tend to do, you get that land, y'all sell it for under half the price that it's actually worth, while they go and make a franchise, build something on top of that land, and consistently have cash flow. This is why other races and other ethnicities and other cultures make more money than us, because we don't use our minds surrounding what the fuck we have. What we do is we think that as long as we show them that we got a stack of money, that's enough. No, but what happens when that shit run out? You don't want to make peace, your pride in the way. You're making all these lame ass, sorry ass excuses. But then when it's time to actually put in the work, you want to sit back and be jealous of somebody else's shit. When you had the opportunity, some of y'all got land right now, ain't even touched, ain't cut the grass, ain't chopped shit down. Do you not know that the state or the government can take your shit because you have not maintained the property or the land? To you is, I can come to it anytime I want to. To them, oh, that's a franchise. Oh, I can put real estate on there. I can flip houses on that land. I can turn that into something. But you want to impress the people around you. You don't want to use your mind. You don't want to process some shit. You think everything is fucking handed to you. And you wonder why they look at us so fucking stern and think we ignorant. They look at us stern and think we ignorant because some, not all, make stupid ass decisions that doesn't even make fucking sense. And then when you wonder why one black woman sits there and goes the fuck off on y'all ass, it's simply because it happens every fucking day. It happens every day. It's so much land that belongs to us, but y'all sit up in here and y'all make excuses on why the fuck you don't want to maintain or take care of it. You got every excuse in the book, but you ain't got no excuse for that liquor bottle. You ain't got no excuse for that beer. You ain't got no excuse for that blunt. When you can kick back after working hard for everything that you got, have some shit saved up, and if you want to step out. But yeah, my phone finna die, y'all. But yeah, some of them hotel rooms, man, as soon as you walk in them nice ass hotels and resorts, man, it smell like cologne, perfume, and all that different type stuff. I don't know about you. Maybe y'all okay with going in a hotel room that smell like old ass carpet. I don't know. It's so easy to call somebody and say somebody that they sold out when in all reality you sold yourself short. Man, if you only knew how much power you really truly have, if you just only knew something about yourself. But you know what people like to do? They want to get caught up in gossip and shit. Man, you would be surprised. Time fly, and you realize that you look at these younger folks, and they say, oh yeah, you hearing these different videos and stories. You quick to look down on other people and what they able to do for somebody else. Oh, I gave him $1,500. It was nothing when he needed it, and then you be like, $1,500? I wouldn't even give him that. What he giving me? I don't hear that. I hear, oh, she got it. That means she taking care of business. She can afford to give that kind of money away. You hear that? That means they can afford to do that. It don't mean that don't mean she's spending too much. That just means she had enough to do that. She probably got more than that in her account, type shit. You can't just look at somebody and just be so quick to talk about somebody else and what they got going on. They probably got it. They can afford to do that. But I ain't finna hold y'all up because I feel like I'm talking too much. But I feel like all this, anything outside of what this is, all right, it's some bullshit. Okay, somebody just want a reason to be in somebody's face surrounding something that's not conducive or productive. When somebody want to talk business and take care of some business and make some money or get to where everybody make money or something like that, it's always some other shit going on that it really just irritates my soul. It does. Because it seems like somebody just cannot be happy. Like they glutton for punishment. I just got to be sad. I got to be miserable. I got to be obsessed. I got to be angry. I got to be... Pick somebody else, okay? Somebody over here trying to make some money. Real shit. Okay? If you can't sit up and say, oh, all my cars paid for, or I got land, I got property, the conversation ain't thick enough. It ain't strong enough for me. It ain't strong enough for me to give it time. That's where I'm at in life. Is after 30, my cousin told me this shit. Man, after 30 years old, it should be no excuse why you don't own no car, you don't own no land, you don't own no house. It should be no excuse why you don't have that shit going on. Should be no excuse after 30. You had more than enough time to have your shit together. You got to have more than just a nice ass, fancy ass bag.